I have finally achieved the impossible. I have found something good to say about the coronavirus. And here's what it is. The coronavirus has finally made our Torah portions for this Shabbat relevant. This Shabbat we chant two Torah portions, Tazria and Metzorah. Both refer to the problem of the plague called leprosy. Although we now know it was not referring to leprosy. It was referring to a more moral, spiritual failing than a physical one, although it had a physical manifestation with scabs or wounds on the skin. Every year we read these Torah portions, and what does it have to do with us in our day and age? Well, suddenly we know what a plague is, and suddenly we know what it is to suffer a bit. And we can always learn from these Torah portions the lessons of our sages who tell us that the reason why a person was afflicted with Metzorah, tzara'as, leprosy, whatever it's called, is because of Lashon Hara, because they spoke evil speech about others. The connection is Metzorah and Motzi Ra, making the two link to each other. What's interesting is to see what was done to this gossiper, this one afflicted with the plague. The Torah tells us all the days wherein the plague is in him, he shall be ritually unclean. He shall dwell alone outside the camp. Dwell alone. Socially distanced. Does it ring a bell? Why did we take the leper, the one with tzara'as, and isolate him? Sages say he tried to isolate others in speaking bad and defaming the character of someone. He was isolating and separating husband and wife or two friends or whatever. But what we do see is that isolation is painful. Many of us now understand that concept of being isolated. Before Pesach, at Beth Tefillah, we had volunteers calling hundreds of people who we felt might be alone or isolated over Yom Tov. And the response that we got was so fulfilling. But now Pesach's over. And soon the coronavirus will be over. And there's still going to be people who are alone. And who's going to call them, if not you and me? And there are still people who, even if they're not alone, feel isolated. And who's going to reach out to them, if not you and me? Do we need a plague to remind us of this? It shouldn't be that way. Andy Rooney once said that if somebody tells him, "You've made my day," it makes his day. How about before Shabbos? Reach out to someone. Make their day. It'll make yours as well. Shabbat Shalom.